Could you all please stand for the singing of our national anthem? The national anthem this evening will be sung by members of the 8th grade Jubilation Singers under the direction of Mr. Joel Buford, accompanied by Irina Chelnikova.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. On the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare from bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I would like to extend a warm welcome to the McCall graduating class and to their parents and guardians, their friends and relatives, and to the McCall faculty and staff members here this evening. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. William McCall Jr., who will be presenting the Evander French Jr. Humanitarian Award this evening. To Winchester School Committee Chair, Mr. Christian Nixon, who will be assisting me in the distribution of graduation certificates, and to the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jennifer Elenema, for being with us this evening. Also with me on this stage is Mrs. Allison Matthews, who has been selected by our students to read this evening's speech. Our featured speaker was voted by our graduating class and is someone whom the students have grown to know and learn from this year. She is one of many amazing and talented, dedicated teachers at McCall. Now I'd like to share a few special thanks with you this evening. Special thanks to the Grade 8 Planning Committee for all of their time and efforts in planning all of the end-of-the-year activities for our students. A large committee of parents led by Mikey Ulwick and Carol Woolston were worked hard to organize all of these events. Dance decoration chairs this year were Jill Piespanen and Karen Russell. Activities chair was Leah DiBenedetto. Food chair was Alicia Clark. Dance chaperone chair was Kelly Gruno. Washington, D.C. trip chair was Donna Tolk. Canopy Lake chairs were Andy McKinley and Maria Fernando and Marianne Downs. And the graduation ceremony chairs were Faith Pelusi, Lena Mohideen, and B.J. Mirabli. I wish to thank all committee members who worked together to create these wonderful events, and all of the parents and the community members who have supported these efforts for our McCall graduating class of 2014. I would also like to thank Mrs. Diana Deering and Mrs. Carol McGrath for all of their assistance in preparation for this evening's program. And finally, I would like to also thank our custodians and the DPW for all of their efforts in preparing for this event. Mr. Jay Gill, Mr. Pete Lawson, Mr. Paul Fay, Mr. Mike Wise, Mr. Steve Schweimer, Mr. Phil Doucette, Mr. John Lannon, Mr. Steve Cannon, Mr. Paul James, Mr. Given St. Jeans, and our head custodian, Mr. Dan Doucette. If you look at your programs this evening, you will see that this evening's program is dedicated to one of our own, Ms. Donna Gildersleeve. She's very much at home on this field. We are as happy as we are sad that she will be retiring this year. It is a happy time because we are so very proud of what she has accomplished and are glad that she will finally have some time to relax and enjoy life once she finally retires in October. It is sad because that train is louder than I thought. It is also a sad time because it is never easy to have to say goodbye to such a wonderful teacher and colleague. Thank you, Ms. Gildersleeve, for your 35 years of service to the Winchester community. We wish you and your family good health and much happiness in your retirement. Thank you. The next part of the program is our yearbook dedication. At this time, I would like to invite the following yearbook committee members to the stage to formally announce this year's yearbook dedication. Would the following students please join me on stage now? Lily Finn Flaherty, Lauren Logeman, and Anna Madden.
Thank you, Ms. Gildersleeve, for the years you have taught us at the elementary, middle, and high school levels. In your role as a wellness teacher and athletic trainer, you have taught us lessons that we will take with us throughout our lives. You have taught us the value of taking care of our bodies both inside and out. You have taught us that effort and perseverance will lead us to success. You have taught us the importance of being responsible for our own actions. Most notably, you have taught us the value of working together as a team to reach a common goal.
While we'll miss your daily reminders of don't forget your sneakers and lock your lockers, what we'll miss most of all is your knowledge, enthusiasm, and passion for physical education. We hope you enjoy your time in Maine, working in your garden, and mastering the art of all things. Martha Stewart.
At this time, I would like to invite another couple of students to the stage. At this time, I'd like to invite Mark Bacon and Amanda Nyman, our student representatives on this year's McCall School Council, to the podium to present the class gift from the class of 2018 to McCall Middle School. Mark and Amanda, will you come up here now? Shake your hand when you're done.
Assemblies are a part of school. Several times throughout the school year, we gather together as a community to share in the achievements of members of our school family or to share important information pertaining to students and staff. In September, we are welcomed in the auditorium by Principal Gonzalez as the McCall Middle School class of 2014.
Today we assembled to say goodbye to middle school as we transition to the Winchester High School class of 2018. This year we worked hard at our academics, we were role models for 7th and 6th graders, and we represented our town and families well in Washington, D.C. Please accept this class gift, a table runner bearing our school's name, and a lapel microphone to be used by those who address students here in the future. Thank you.
Thank you both. Mark, thank you. Amanda, thank you. Thank you. Good job. I had the pleasure of spending the first Monday of every month on the school council with Mark and Amanda, and they were a real source of inspiration to the work we did in designing our school improvement plan, really getting the students' perspective whenever we did things, especially in reviewing the personal appearance policy in the handbook. So the next part of our program is a very important part. It's where we honor two students. Each year we honor two students. So at this time, I would like to invite Superintendent McCall to the podium to present this year's recipients of the Evander French Jr. Humanitarian Award.
Thank you, Mr. Gonsalves. In 2010, the McCall Parents Association inaugurated the Evander French Jr. Humanitarian Award to recognize two grade 8 students, one boy and one girl, who, to quote the inscription on the plaque, who have answered the call to improve and enrich the lives of others. This award honors Vandy French, principal of the McCall Middle School for 26 years from 1984 to 2010. Also inscribed on the plaque is a further description of Vandy himself, and he is described as one whose vision and efforts built a community of learners and leaders who reflected his values of excellence, respect, and equity. Today's winners will be receiving a certificate and will also have their names inscribed on the award plaque, which hangs on the wall located just outside the main office. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipients of the Evander French Jr. Humanitarian Award. They are Helen Chasen and Mark Bacon. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Helen. Congratulations. Thank you, Superintendent McCall, and congratulations, Mark and Helen. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Allison Matthews to the podium. Each year, as I stated earlier, graduating students select a staff member to be the featured speaker at the graduation ceremony. I am glad to see that Ms. Matthews could be honored in this way after her years of service to this community and the wonderful rapport she builds with students each and every year. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Allison Matthews to the podium.
Thank you, Superintendent McCall, School Committee Chair Mr. Nixon, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Ellen Emma, Principal Mr. Gonzalez, Assistant Principals Mrs. West, Ms. Lavoie, the 8th grade graduation committee, faculty and staff members, and friends and families of our 8th grade graduates. These students are here because of your support. Most of all, thank you to the class of 2018. You are I'm never going to be able to do it. I can do it, right, you guys? Okay. Thank you to the class of 2018. You are an amazing class. It is a great honor to be elected to speak today. So I thought this year would be really easy because I knew so many of you. My own children started at Lincoln. We were redistricted to Ambrose. We moved to VO. And I saw you in all those places. As my kids participated in lots of the activities that you guys participated in, I saw you outside of those places as well. I have taught many of your siblings, and I knew that because of all this year I would know so many of you. But while I knew most of your names, I didn't know you. Not really. I realized very quickly that I didn't really know you at all. And now I do. And knowing you makes it really hard to let you go. 2 weeks ago, I attended the Winchester High School graduation. This year's graduating class was my first Winchester class to graduate. I had those guys my first year teaching 8th grade here. Their faculty speaker asked families to trust that they have instilled in their children everything their kids will need to make their way. He asked families to let their kids go. This is different for you. We, as teachers and families, are not done with you. You guys are not there yet. Our ceremony is not that. Instead, this ceremony is a marker in time, an opportunity to reflect upon what you have accomplished so far, but more importantly, to think about what you have yet to achieve in your high school years. Train. Some of you have worked very hard to convince yourself that middle school doesn't really count. Throughout this year, some of you have tried to convince me that your grades didn't count, or the learning didn't count, or the mistakes didn't count. I hope that, in retrospect, you will find that it all did. You did a lot of growing here. Just stop for 1 second and picture yourself as an entering 6th grader. You definitely did a lot of growing here in all aspects of being, and it all counted. Now you are headed to high school, and you all seem to agree that high school counts. At a very basic level, the grades that you earn in high school and the learning that you achieve will determine what will happen to you next, what paths will be open to you. All of that counts. But that is only part of what counts, and it is not the most important part. What counts more than all that is who you will set out to be. Will you set out to be kind, to be respectful, to be responsible always? As your teachers and families, we will continue to guide you. However, we cannot make you be kind or respectful or responsible always. We can make these behaviors the expectation, and we can provide consequences when you are not those things, but we cannot make you be those things. This is something I love watching you figure out. You do not behave because of my mad face. I don't have a very good mad face. Nor do you behave because you are afraid of the consequences if you don't. You are kind and respectful and responsible because you choose to be, and because you have the discipline to act, because you understand what it means to be a part of a family, a community, and what your responsibility is in all that. Sometimes you are still figuring out where the lines are, like how far you can throw a chirp, what you really shouldn't post on your Instagram, or what comment you really shouldn't have left. I love to watch as you come to realize where these lines are. I love watching as you come to know yourselves, as you come to know and understand yourselves, as we now know and understand you. Lots of you read the Graveyard book this year, where the main character is kept safe in a graveyard until he's old enough to leave its inhabitants. In saying goodbye to the main character, Neil Gaiman writes, "Us in the graveyard, we want you to stay alive. We want you to surprise us and disappoint us and impress us and amaze us." And not that McCall or Winchester is one big graveyard, but you get the metaphor. That is what you do. You surprise us and disappoint us and impress us and amaze us. And that is because we, the inhabitants of the graveyard, love you. Be grateful for that you are growing up in a community that is as caring and as fortunate as this one. I am still trying my best to be kind and respectful and responsible. And I know that you, like me, will continue this pursuit. So while we may not be there yet, you guys and I are so on our way. And as your teachers and your families will continue to support you along the way. As you move forward, you know where we will be. And 4 years from now, when I sit at your high school graduation, I will know you. Only you'll be better versions of yourselves. Not because of what you will have achieved, but because of the person you are becoming. Thank you.
I do not want to follow the graduation speaker next year. It's my 3rd year here. You'd think I would have figured it out by now. As you may have read in the program, I am tasked with farewells. The McCall class of 2014 presented the school with a McCall Middle School table runner, which will be used for a number of school events next year, and also a wireless lavalier or lapel microphone to be used in the McCall auditorium. My gift to all of you will be to keep this speech short so that you may receive your certificates, spend some time with your family and friends after the ceremony, and then spend the rest of the evening with your classmates at the graduation dance. Congratulations on reaching another milestone in your academic lives. I'm sure it feels like yesterday when you first visited McCall on Moving Up Day. Since then, you have successfully changed classes over 7 periods of day, remembered your locker combination on most days, learned algebraic concepts, discovered your voice in writing and confidence in speaking, discovered talents you did not know you possessed, and were able to forge many friendships that we hope will last the test of time. Now it's time for a change again to high school. This is your next big step. If you and I were just sitting and talking about the challenges of high school, there would be some things I'd like to share with you, so I will share those with you now. It is the choices in life that makes us who we are, so always be mindful of the choices you make. There are going to be many more students in high school, which means many more opportunities and new friendships. But it also means more temptation and more peer pressures. No matter what, be yourself. Don't change who you are just to fit in with a certain group. Be yourself first and allow others the benefit of getting to know who you really are. Also, this may sound like a cliche, but here it is. Don't stop talking to your parents. Listen to what they have to say. Parents love you and want to help you through these challenging years. We may not remember everything that happened to us in 8th or 9th grade because it was like 100 years ago, but we remember enough and we've learned a lot of things along the way that can help you. Your parents want to be there for you. Do your best in school, but don't ever get down on yourself if you don't do things right the first time or if you're not the best at something. It's more important that you try than it is to succeed the first time. Work hard, study hard, and do your personal best. Learn from your mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. You're going to make them. Just be sure to learn from them so you don't continue to make them over and over again. Don't be afraid to pursue things you like to do. High school will be a chance to explore new things. So it's time today to end the second part of your education and enter the third. High school is going to be great, and I know that you are ready. Our teachers have worked tirelessly the past few years, along with the support of your parents, to ensure that you would be ready for this day. Here, now, today, you are ready. It has truly been a pleasure to be your principal for the last 3 years. You are truly a remarkable and wonderful group of young men and women. Thank you. At this time, we will be presenting the graduation certificates to the class of 2018. I have asked Ms. Lavoie to read your names. I would ask that we hold all of our applause until all students for each of the sections has had his or her name read. So once again, I would ask that you hold all of your applause until all of these students receive their certificates, then you can applaud. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. I also want to remind you that our McCall yearbook advisors, this is the first year we've done this, Sydney Ambrose and Mrs. Priscilla Fitzgerald of Ambrose Photography, will be photographing this year's graduating 8th graders as they receive their graduation certificates this year. I don't know how well your Zoom lenses work from up there, so we thought we'd bring in our own photographers. You will be receiving information regarding how to order these images and more through Ambrose Photography website, and we anticipate they will be available on June 28th. So without further ado, let us begin with the distribution of certificates.
Alexander Abenot, John Abbott Jr., Kelvin Abreu, Marcus Ahmad, Romy Alame, Yusuf Alanzi, Tyler Alba, Marcus Albanese, Timothy Albert, Reed Aldrich, Ahmed Altoff, Antonio Andriozzi, Grant Andrews, Andrew Ark, Archon Arnold, Benjamin Asak, Joseph Asaro, Caroline Ashton, Francesco Atakalite. Mark Bacon. Olivia Boldacci. Eleanor Balke. John Burrill. Nicholas Barlos. Jacob Barton. Sophia Batten. Anwar Ben-Kieran. Alexander Bizanek. Caitlin Blair. Julia Blakely. Alexander Bogomolov. Christian Bossy. Andrew Bosselman. Natasha Botis. Elise Boudreau. Abigail Bordeaux. Juliana Bray. Timothy Breckwald. John Breen. Angus Bremner. Liam Brennan. John Buckley. Adam Burns. Vincent Burns. Grace Butler. Rachel Butts. Deanna Calderon. Christopher Callahan. Ciara Campbell. Dylan Campbell. Jasmine Candiano. Giacomo Cantoni. Mia Carrazza. John Carpini. Anna Coshan. Eduardo Centofonte. Emma Chassie. Bowen Chen. Vicky Chen. Mari Chen-Fiske. Helen Chason. Olivia Ciano. Evan Clark. Dana Clemson. Tyler Clift. Tanner Cohen. Kimberly Collins. Molly Collins. Michaela Connors. James Constantine. Caroline Conway. Madeline Cordero. Jacqueline Corsetti. Joseph Costello. Leslie Costello. Adrian Crawford. Noah Chris. Matthew Cronin. Shannon Crow. Sophia Cuccinati. Larissa Cunha. Timothy Dalton. Aisha Dambazau. Patrick Danaher. William D'Angelo. Gavin Dower. Christopher DeCaro. John Degnan. Adam DeRoche. Thomas Diamond. Mario Di Benedetto. Isabella DeFranzo. Thomas Dodge. James Doherty. Julia Doherty. Tara Doherty. Natalie Dombrowski. Francis Dooley. Catherine Doherty. Sylvia Dowdell. James Downs. Scott Downs. Justin Dragone. Brian Dunleavy. Grace Durant. John Duval. Elizabeth Eastman. Cameron Easton. Spencer Edwards. Elizabeth L. Shauna Ergott. Daviana Englander. Troy Ettenhofer. John Everett. Anna Fagan. Theodore Falkenberg. Robert Falzo. Leah Fama. Rhiannon Fee. Carlina Fernando McKinley. Sydney Fernsebner. Scott Ferreira. Christopher Forelli. Paige Ferry. Graham Feuerstein. Liam Fitzpatrick. Lily Flaherty. Catherine Fosberg. Emma Gagney. Peter Gallagher. Dan Gans. Ashley Garabedian. Haley Garabedian. Gianna Gately. Peyton Gianci. Saskia Gilmer. Shane Gendel. Anthony Judici. Nisha Goal. Patrick Grasse. Ethan Graylin. Allison Greeno. Emily Greer. Denise Guler. Sungmin Han. Christian Harley. Tucker Harris. Justice Hayes. Hunter Healy. Tyler Heffernan. Vientang Ho. Georgia Hoffman. Linnea Holohan. Andrew Holland. Patrick Horan. John Howe. Tatum Huff. Jeremy Hughes. Siwong Wei. Nita Hutterman. Yasmin Ibrahim. Matthew Jens. Megan Jens. Ajay Jakumar. Chen Jin. Justin Johansson. Julia Johnston. Nathaniel Johnston. David Joseph. Josh Joseph. Saranath Cannon. Serena Kareem. Louis Kasabji. Nicholas Kasabji. Molly Cates. Verendit Cower. Caroline Keller. Catherine Kelly. Erin Kelly. Ethan Kendall. Isha Konzadeh. Claire Kevra. Allison Kilborn. James Kiley. Jason Kilroy. Jahi Kim. Julia Kim. Bokeem Cook. Jennifer Kowalczyk. Ava Kowalski. Justin Crayer. Darren Kumar. Manav Kumar. Allison Let's hear it for a round of applause, please. Allison Ladd, Tyler Landrigan, Marina Latarella, Lauren Levy, Claire Lawler, Emily Lee, Sam Lee, Bridget Lahane, Sean Levesque, Brian Lee, David Lee, Ben Lang, Kevin Liu, Lauren Logeman, Morgan Lopez, William Lowenstein, Timothy Ludman, Shannon Lyons, William Macanuco, Grant McDonald, Colin McLean, Anna Madden, Elise Medengian, Alia Mahmood, Nilos Makino, Matthew Malloy, Paul Manganaro, David Mao, Jonathan Morelli, Hannah Marino, Christy Mario, Brett Marks, Varahunan Mathilikin, Madison Mazzola, Brooke McCarthy, Lily McCarthy, Maxwell McDonald, Kaylee McGagan, Shannon McGurl, Jack McPadden, Rebecca Melarani, James Mendelson, Lauren Marullo, Madison Machiche, Andrew Miller, Jessica Miller, Catherine Mirabili, Stefano Mitsakis, Ryan Mohideen, Mayuk Mondal, Joshua Mood, Shamin Muzavizadeh, Megan Moran, Iman Morede, Olivia Morris, Dan Moynihan, Michelle Mukasa, Henry Muller, Scott Murphy, Matthew Nardone, Jacob Naroyan, Amanda Nyman, Vivian Nguyen, Madeline Naifong, Yorgo Nikolakis, Michael Norberg, Francesca O'Brien, Declan O'Brien, Sean O'Connor, Justin Ong, Stephen Osborne III, Sophia Pacific, Andre Palou, Ernest Park, Farzana Patwa, Grace Pulaski, Anna Pelusi, Brian Peterson, Gregory Piantadosi, Justin Piazza, Bridget Piccioni, Tara Piccioni, Lillian Picklehop, Jeremy Pease, Hannah Peaspan, Zoe Pless, William Poynton, Justin Polcari, James Poskett, Catherine Powers, Jason Provenzano, Alexander Hu, Kai Pilkinen, Mia Pilkinen, Michael Quill, Samantha Rolfs. Sophia Rolfs. Paulina Ranjan. Benjamin Rao. Christopher Rapol. Sean Richard Rascu Casas. Paul Rebentish. Mariah Redler. Kyle Roach. Jack Rockhold. Sophia Ross. Philip Rudy. Chloe Russell. Harrison Ryan. Catherine Ryan. Harrison Rinn. Grace Sabatino. Olivia Sacaforas. Lauren Salvatore. Nicole Scally. Christina Scipoletti. Benjamin Schmant. Mia Schneller. Anthony Shuko. Matthew Scolaro. Brooke Scully. Charles Senko. Daniel Shamus. Alan Shen. Kabir Singh. Maxim Smolin. Charles Smythe III. Valerie Sultan. James Spina. Dhruv Srinivas. Maya St. Hubert. Aiden Steckel. Simeon Stove. Adrian Stone. Andrew Sun. Fiona Swope. Natalia Teka. Julia Thompson. Luau Tien. Samuel Tolke. Andrew Torrey. Avery Trethui. Nicole Tripoli. Anthony Troiano. Ryan Sy. Adrian C. Heather Ulwick. Jacqueline Van Stry. James Viglis. Victor Vichev. Blake Waldron. Christopher Wallace. Matthew Walsh. Robert Walsh. Christopher Walters. Jerry Wong. Alexandra Ward. Maximilian Ward. Victoria Ward. Sydney Weinberg. Kendrick West. Mark Wiki Van Doyer. Roman Wiki Van Doyer. Sophie Wilcox. Seth Willens. David Williams. Ian Wilson. Ethan Wong. Justin Wood. Michaela Wood. Andrew Woolston. Michael Shung. Roy Singh. Matthew Sue. Chris Yang. Sarah Yang. Michael Yaron. Justin Yu. Michael Yours. Justin Yu. Robert Zahigian. Benjamin Zamor. And Adam Zayedi.
congratulations, McCall class of 2014. Before we conclude this evening's ceremony, I would like to once again invite the Jubilation Singers led by Mr. Joel Buford to the risers to perform a song this evening dedicated to the McCall staff. For those of you who may not have heard, this year's Jubilation Singers have been invited to sing the national anthem at Fenway Park on Tuesday, July 8th. I hope to see many of you there that night, but if you cannot attend, please be sure to watch the game or DVR it. So without further ado, they're all yours, Mr. Buford.
Will you teach me how to sail through space upon a coffin stair? Will you teach me how to fly, to sail the skies on wings untried? Will you teach me how to soar, to see things never seen before? But most importantly of all, will you teach me how to fall? Will you teach me how to cry, to release the feelings deep inside, Will you teach me how to love and travel off the beaten path? Will you teach me how to teach me how to teach me how to teach me how to face the future sight unseen? Will you teach me how to sail through space upon a comet's tail? Will you teach me how to fly, to sail the skies on wings untried? Will you teach me how to soar, to see things never seen before? But most importantly of all, will you teach me how to be the only thing I can be?
So that concludes this evening's program. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and congratulations, class of 2014.